Welcome to AM at CM. Here are your anchors, Bertram Nicky and Hillary Shuck.
Nothing quite like the smell of high school broadcast news in the morning. I'm Bert.
Good morning, Colorado Springs. I'm Hillary.
On today's show, we have Hillary Shuck and Tyler Smith looking at the importance of voting.
Then Jordan Roman and Wes Bickle look at what makes the arts great at Cheyenne Mountain High School.
And finally, yours truly, Bert Nicky and Jess Borner, question if college after high school is right for everyone.
But first, we'll check in with how the baseball team is doing this year. After a great showing last year and a state championship, Cheyenne is poised to win it again.
They sure can field it, and they sure can hit it. This year was a pivotal year in the election, and voting was important. But does everyone vote? And why is it important for the youth to vote?
Within a typical teen's life, voting may not be a top priority. However, voicing your opinion is a major part of American life.
I have registered to vote. I registered to vote because I really wanted my voice to be heard and be involved in that whole process. I kind of feel that our only way of being heard in the government is through voting and electing the officials that you want.
I think in our society, different people have different passions. For instance, and I feel strongly about education. I feel strongly about foreign policy. Other people feel strongly about other parts of our society. And I think when you have blocks of citizens that move forward with agendas and try to get people elected and to address certain issues that they're passionate about.
When people vote, they are sending a message to the government that they think that the process is important and that the people want to have a voice in how policy is made, how decisions are made. And so when people take the time to vote, we're actually taking the time to carefully choose who our representatives are going to be. It impacts our lives every day.
I feel like by voting, my ideas and what I want to happen in the government will happen as a result of it.
I registered to vote because I don't feel I have the knowledge to be able to vote for somebody. I don't have the knowledge of the parties or anything of that, and I feel that people that vote should have knowledge of politics and should have to take an IQ test to be able to vote.
And so to not vote is, first of all, it's an abdication of your civic responsibility. We are so privileged to be able to vote in the United States. We can't take it for granted. So people need to vote. You can't abdicate your responsibility, and it's our way of having an indirect voice in what policies and decisions are made.
When it comes down to it, the younger generation seem undecided with most of their voting ideals. But expressing their opinions through the voting process, there is an opportunity to make an impact and change within the U.S.
Well, I know personally, I really just want to be involved in the government.
When I turn 18, I'm going to register to vote. Congratulations, Student Council, for winning the Gold Award. Only 131 schools in America, student councils in America, won this award, so it's a great honor.
Cheyenne Mountain had 3 winners who won the local regional NAWIC drafting contest. This contest is held by the National Association for Women in Construction. It is open to all boys and girls in high school. Cheyenne Mountain has more hand drawings coming out our school than any other school in Colorado. The winners are Michael Duar, 3rd place, Caitlin Kravitz, 2nd place, and Kevin Cole won 1st place.
The art department has always been strong at Cheyenne Mountain. Jordan Bush won a silver key in the National Scholastic Competition this year. Her jewelry piece will be displayed in New York City at Carnegie Hall. And now here's a piece.
My name is Jordan Bush. I am 18, go to Cheyenne Mountain High School in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I won a silver key for jewelry. I started as a freshman in jewelry just because that seemed like a really cool class, and then I was okay at it, so I kind of just kept going. I like to imitate nature, so I make things like out of pictures I've seen or out of flowers and all that kind of stuff. I had never sculpted flowers before, so I was just kind of messing around with different kinds of flowers. And then I really liked the shape of the lily, so I just kind of went with that.
I'm Jordan's mom, Stacy Bush, and Jordan has been interested in art since she was very little. Always drawing, coloring, those kinds of things, but she kind of got this idea that she wasn't very good at art.
Yeah, I've never won anything. I've never been in an art show before, so this was pretty cool. Like when it went to New York, I thought that'd be the last I ever saw of it, but yeah, that's still crazy. I've never won anything, so that's really crazy. I'm really excited. I may do it in college, but especially like casting is really, really expensive, and there's not very many places you can do it, so probably that'll be the end of it.
Congratulations, Jordan. We're all proud of you. Here are a few other art courses at Cheyenne Mountain High School.
I'm Chip Shaw. I'm the department chair for the arts department here at Cheyenne Mountain High School. I also am the chair of the art department at the district level. It's a very busy time of year right now because we are putting up the 24th annual district-wide art exhibit.
My name is Mr. O'Brien, and I teach film and video productions at Cheyenne Mountain High School, as well as a broadcasting class. My responsibilities, I try to get films into film festivals for kids who want to go into the film industry.
I'm Dawn Wisdom. I'm the vocal music teacher. I teach concert choir, advanced women's choir, dynamic show choir, moonlight metallic show choir, crimson, and slate.
For one thing, we have wonderful facilities. The patrons of the district have been very supportive. They helped us fund a new arts building, which features a black box theater and some large art studios, video production lab, graphic production lab. I feel very fortunate to be in a district that's as supportive as District 12 has been of the arts.
I think I've got a lot of students that are really dedicated and enthusiastic. They get excited about what we're doing. It doesn't matter what it is, from Vivaldi to singing some things that are really current on the radio, Sarah Bareilles or whatever it happens to be we're working on. They get excited about it, and it's really fun.
I believe we have a very strong video department here, and it's because the students are so talented.
This year we just tied our previous record of 21 awards from the high school for Scholastics, which is the statewide and national art competition. It's held in Denver, and 4 of those were gold keys. We had a number of silver keys.
And this is the first year that we're actually going to air on Channel 19 to the community instead of to the students. So it's all new, and because of that, it's kind of fun to watch them scramble and put things together.
My favorite part is seeing the students excited about music, and when their excitement bubbles over and they're laughing and smiling and cheering when we do something great. That's the best part of my day.
Not only do I get to work with what I enjoy, which is video, but I also get to work with students and combine those, and I think I have the perfect job.
I had this question. What if a student doesn't want to go to college right away after high school? So I went out and asked for opinions and made this package.
Cheyenne Mountain, one of the top high schools in the nation. .95% of the graduates here go on to four-year universities. But what about the other 5%? What options do they have?
gap year is a great opportunity for a lot of students, and one of the reasons that I bring it up as an option is that we know that nationally students who enter college graduate at below a 50% rate. It's definitely going against the grain. It's not typical, it's not very acceptable, especially to parents. Parents don't want students to maybe take a year off because the fear is that they're never going to go back.
And is a time for a break, perhaps an intensification of a student's interest to pursue a little bit further that will ultimately enhance their time in college that would follow with the gap year.
I had a teacher that told me the best thing to do before you graduate college and you have a family and stuff is to try to figure out the world. So I traveled a bunch, I worked and stuff like that because I didn't want to be that one person, that doesn't actually live life right out of high school.
One, it's sort of a break in the tempo. Up till this time for colleges, preparing for colleges, students are very linear. They're thinking, what is the coursework that I need to take? What are the type of activities that I need to be involved in? But during a gap year, it's a time for a student to really focus on their particular interests and passions.
It taught me how to live. I learned how to pay bills and just live in general. How to have my own apartment, cook my own food and stuff. And if I would have gone to college, I would have lived in a dorm. I would have gone down and just had food and stuff. And it taught me how to live.
The disadvantages to a gap year can be that a student might not come back and finish their education. That's certainly a concern for most parents. So when I talk to a student about the gap year, I really, really encourage the development of a plan. Exactly what will that gap year look like? How will you use it? And really that's about the only disadvantage that I can think of. I think that it can be a very positive experience for students who are just feeling that they've kind of lost the joy, or there's more to discover before they go into college.
Depends on the student. I think each student is different, and for some I think that it's really important. It makes you grow up.
My overall view of the gap year is I'm a huge fan. I mean, you just look at the numbers are great. So throw in the mix there some things that will make you more focused or more energetic around studies. I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
That's all we have for you today, Colorado Springs. Remember, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.